Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're
Hi.
live. Hi, Zan. How are
Hi.
you?
Good, thank you, Marie. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I've been having
That's
some
good.
weird dreams, which is always fun. But
Love
yeah,
it.
I love it. It's all just confirmation of what's happening in my reality, which at the moment is just beautiful. So, yeah, and
Fun.
we missed you last week. It's nice you're back.
Yes, thanks for having me back.
So,
Uh,
but it's great. So it's really good. I'm getting lots of beautiful dreams from people. So guys, if you can't be on here live, that's absolutely fine. Just pop your dreams through to me at I am at magicmarie.com and I will try and put them in. If I miss your dream and you've sent me one or you've popped it into the comments after one of the shows, just remind me, because sometimes I've got so many, I'm sort of juggling them and I have to edit them so they'll sort of fit into our comments section. So I'm not
yeah.
ignoring you. Sometimes it just gets dropped off in the process. So let me know if I've missed your dream, because that would really suck.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Jasper wants to say hello. Sorry, Jazzy. So he's here as
Hi,
well.
Jasper.
But
Hey.
yeah, so today we've got some beautiful dreams. And also, I think last week when we looked at some of the replies that we've been getting from some of the dream responses, and people are saying that, yeah, it's really helping. And so the whole aim of this dream show, remember, is for you guys to really start understanding your own symbology, your own archetypes within the actual, within your dreams. So we'll just do a quick reminder. I just want to say hello to who's on. We've got Nick on. I know that, which is
Hi.
fantastic, because Nick can't usually get on. She usually works. So welcome, Nick. And we've got our beautiful Marie on and Kath's on. So this is
Hi.
awesome. But yeah, so look, so basically, if you want to try and remember your dreams, just keep a piece of paper and a pen, or have your audio on your phone next to you so you can straight away, even just if you write down a few words or say a few words, I find that tends to trigger a lot of my dream back.
Yeah.
So the other trick is to give it a name. Like if it was a movie, what would you call it? And that way then it tends to, again, trigger your memory back when you're trying to get a little bit more of the detail. Also, remembering colors is really important. Yep, because they're attributed often to the chakras, and they can tell us a lot about what's going on in your dream. And numbers. And Zan, you've been having some big number dreams,
I've been
haven't you?
having some number dreams, yeah.
Yeah,
They're pretty much the main thing that I remember.
at the moment. It's
Yeah.
weird, isn't it, how we go through phases of how dreams are
Yeah.
presented to us.
Yeah.
So exactly. So and so yeah, so you'll start to learn your own symbology, and how you can interpret from your subconscious or from your higher self what the messages are. I mean, we also do a lot of work at night. We can leave our bodies and be in other planes, other dimensions, other worlds, or doing some help. Our higher self doesn't sleep, so it's off busy. So yeah, so it might not just be a dream about what's going on for you in your present life, which is always exciting. So, and if you don't dream and you don't remember them, that's okay. Just have the intention before you go to sleep that you'd like to start remembering dreams. So that's just a little reminder for everyone to start with. So should we jump straight in, Zan, and check out our
Absolutely.
gorgeous
By the way,
dreams that
there's
you?
just 2 more people that have joined
Oh,
us. We've got
thanks.
Christine and Kathleen. So thanks
Yay! Hi,
for joining. Hi.
Christine. Hi, Kathleen B. All right. So the
Um,
first, yeah,
yeah, no, Creepy Dave. All right. So
creepy
my
Dave.
girlfriend,
Yeah, it's his
sorry, no,
girlfriend's
what we,
dream. Yeah.
okay. So my girlfriend had a strange dream running from a big, scary punk figure. And when she started being nice with him, he was being nice to her as well. So I was like, would you like me to ask to get your dream analyzed? But I already knew that was an aspect of her. She only wants to know one thing in her dream. The punk figure was holding a
Mm.
see-through teacup. What does that mean? See-through teacup. Okay, so tea would be nurturing,
Yes.
right? Because
Yep.
that's
Cup of
nurturing of the soul.
tea. Yep.
A see-through means transparency, or the wind, like a window, like seeing through something, seeing into your soul, seeing into the nurturing of yourself. So my question would be, is your girlfriend feeling like a punk figure?
Yeah. I was getting that as well. Is there an aspect of
Yeah.
her that's this punk figure that she may have suppressed a little bit? And it's
Yeah.
giving her an opportunity to clearly see and nurture herself with that aspect of her, that masculine. Was it a masculine aspect? I'm not sure. a big scary
Doesn't
punk figure.
say.
So it was obviously something that scared her maybe about herself. So Dave, I think you're spot on when you said that you think this was about her. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I mean, I take it that every part of a dream is an aspect of you.
Yeah.
So whether you see somebody else, whether it's a car or a bicycle or an aeroplane or a boat, it's an aspect of you. So the punk figure would be an aspect of her. I'm just wondering if this punk figure had a particular color hair, because I keep seeing like the color pink
Oh, okay.
with
Interesting.
this, which would mean a deeper heart base. Um,
Yes,
aspect
that's
of
heart
herself.
and
So,
feminine and that beautiful
yeah.
soft. But it's interesting because I looked up Capzan as well, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
says spiritual heart of self. And what are we talking about here? The pink.
I swear I did not read this beforehand.
No, Zan doesn't read these
I
before she
don't read
jumps
them.
on.
I
So
don't
if
read them.
overflowing, you are tuned to divine love. If empty, you are walling self off from love energy, life force within. But because it was full of tea, which is nurturing and it's ceremonial, or
Yeah.
all the rest of it, I really feel this is a connection that's happening. And I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying that.
There you
So
go. I wonder if tea is actually here, a stimulant, relaxation, social interaction, ritual of spiritual centering, sharing with others, take time out.
well, there you go. So Dave,
So,
maybe, yeah, maybe your girlfriend could do a little meditation and tap into that aspect of her and go in
mhm.
and get her to maybe drop into her heart and just to feel what that feels like. Sounds like she is going through a little bit of a shift as well. So
Mm,
yeah, so
a lot of self-love. That's
yeah,
really cool.
exactly. That is really cool.
Let us
So
know if that works for her, if that sits,
yeah,
if that sits well for her.
you can just pop it like you usually do in the comments under the vid because I get those. So that's brilliant. So thank you. So
Cool.
tell your girlfriend, yep, she's just tuning into herself and shifting and changing into something more heartfelt as well. So, and
Nice.
then Creepy Dave had a dream.
Okay, so I was at the top of a skyscraper and jumping inside of it. The inside had glass windows each floor, and I had to break through, and there were safety glasses on me that started to look scratchy or used. At the bottom of the building, there is this net that catches you, so I had no fear going down. When I get out of the bottom, there was a lobby full of people that are having superpowers, like super strength, durability, and stuff like that. Okay,
Wow,
so
there's a lot going on in this dream, isn't there? Really,
there
even though it sounds
is,
quite simple.
because
Yeah,
again, the skyscraper is a part of Creepy Dave, right? So
yeah,
it's if it's really tall, then this would be a really big part of who he is.
yeah.
The fact that he's jumping, normally you would jump on the outside, so to jump on the inside, he's going within.
He, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
Um,
And I was
yeah.
even getting chakras. It's like it's almost can be as he
Oh,
was jumping
yes.
through
He's
the wind.
shattering through each
So
one.
so he's breaking glass ceilings. Oh, goosebumps.
Yes. Oh.
So Dave, what I'm getting is you're actually breaking through glass ceilings that you've had within you that's maybe limiting the way your perspective is or the way you are in life. So you're breaking your own glass ceilings by going within yourself, and that's amazing, really, isn't it? So
If you look up glass, it says
yeah.
if shattered, represents the breaking of illusions, hopes,
Oh,
consciousness, and dreams. So there you go.
wow. And but the fact
So,
that there was a safety net, I loved that because you felt safe to do this. So, Dave, I would say that you've
mm,
actually, within yourself, you know that you're safe. It's like you have this faith, and that net
mm,
was going to catch you. So you just let rip. You're just like, yeah, let's just do this. And even though you had your safety goggles on, I'm going to look up glasses as well because even though they were safety glasses, glass eye glasses.
take
Take
a
a second.
second look. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, you go.
Yeah. Take a second look at a situation. You have better vision and can see more clearly. If wearing someone else's glasses, not seeing with your own inner eye of clarity. I feel that because they're safety glasses, it's like you feel safe to see things. And even though they're a bit scratched, that's just because, I mean, when we go through these big changes or we're actually breaking our limitations, it's going to be a little bit hard to see things clearly because it's a newer situation coming up for you.
Mm,
So, and
mm,
something's
that's
changed
right.
internally for you.
Yeah.
So,
And I
and
mean, when you reach the
mm,
bottom, there's all these people with superpowers.
that's it.
So this is actually a part of you that you've got the ability to cope with whatever it is that you're going through. You've already got this thing about you that is working. You just need to tap into it.
It's there. I know.
Yeah.
So, and once you've seen it in your dreams like this, it's almost like you think about it and then it starts to reflect back to you in your reality.
Yeah.
So this is why it's so cool to be able to tap into these dreams and know that it's actually you. And it's true.
You've got the power. You've got the durability and the super strength.
Exactly. So so that's really cool dream. So so I would say, yeah, you're definitely going through chakras, you're definitely clearing stuff as you go, and you're definitely shattering your own self-illusion. I mean, we have our own patterning, we have our own lineage that, trauma, things like that. So it sounds like you did a really big job just jumping in. So keep jumping in, keep meditating.
In your dreams, not in real life.
You can meditate in real life, but yeah. Exactly, but don't jump in real life.
No.
No. That's funny. So thanks, Dave, for setting those in. That's awesome. Okay, so I'll just double check down the bottom and see where we're up to. Yep. We've got people from everywhere. I love it. All right, where are we up to? We're up to, okay, now I think this is Sam. This is Sam Bin a Lagan. Very funny. I like it. Sam Bin a Lagan. Oh, Sam Bin a Lagan. Okay.
All right. So a dream. In that dream, I was goofing around my neighborhood, but then I don't remember what happened. I was suddenly in a black road. It doesn't look black. It looks like there was an empty void, but there were white lights on the sides. Nothing was visible other than the void path with white lights on the side. It was running non-stop. I don't know why, but something kept me going. I was not afraid, but still I just felt like I need to run really fast. Then it struck me where I am going. Why am I running? I noticed that I wasn't tired at all. I finally turned back and started running again. I thought my parents were worried. Have I gone missing? I ran as fast as I could. I wanted to go home ASAP, but I didn't know where the voidish path would take me. After a while, I felt like I was falling. The white lights on the sides have disappeared, just empty void. I couldn't walk on it anymore. I was falling. Then I don't remember. Wow, that's a big dream.
It's a big dream. That's a very deep subconscious dream. Almost in reality, going into the void, which is where we clear things from and where we then create from. So the fact that it was a black road, well, a path or a road is our path in life. It's the direction.
Black being unknown.
So black is unknown and unconscious.
So,
but the lights were there. So you had the white lights.
And it's white lights.
It's truth and purity. So you were still being guided even through this unknown. So it sounds to me
it's safe.
Yeah, it's safe. It's like you've got guidance, and so and you were running, and you said you didn't get tired. I'm going to look up running to see if that resonates with what was going on for Sam.
It's interesting too, the fact that you could actually run in your dream. Have you ever had that where you go to run and you just can't? Like, it's so frustrating.
It's like slow motion and you're in mud.
You're like, really?
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, hilarious. Love it.
I know. Okay, so I'm going to read about the running. So
yes, please.
To run away from something means you're not yet ready or willing to deal with a situation. Running away from aspects of self because of fear. If running in slow motion, you soon will have to face your fear and cannot put it off much longer. So to get insight, stop, face your pursuer and ask for understanding. Facing a fear dissolves it and removes the heavy burden of anxiety from your consciousness. If running towards something, and this is what's resonating for me for Sam, if running towards something, you are eager to begin new growth and get on with your path. Oh, so that's perfect. So even though at some point you turned around and said, oh, hang on a minute, I don't know why I'm running. I wonder if mum and dad will be upset. So what did your mum and dad represent, Zan, within yourself? Do you want to explain that one?
Exactly. Well, I would say that your parents are your security. They're often, when you think of a mother and a little child, there's like an elastic band between the two of them. So as the child gets a little bit older, they run off as a toddler, and then they always come back to mum like an elastic band. So that's how I feel parents often are. They're also a more mature aspect of yourself. So if it's both your mum and your dad, then that would be both masculine and feminine part of yourself.
Beautiful.
That are looking after you. I guess, what are they going to be worried about me? Well, that's a good question. I don't think so, because it's an aspect of you, really, because at the end of the day, it isn't your actual parents.
Yeah, it's within you. It's almost that guidance, that eternal mother, father energy, the creator. So it's almost like you're running, going, oh, it's pretty exciting. But then it was like, no, time to turn back. So sometimes what I'm getting, okay, I'm getting a little bit of a download, and I'm going to do some cards on this one as well, is that you're really ready in life to change something up. It's like you really know that you're on your path, or something's come to you. But then you get to a point where it's almost like you've got to let that assimilate. So you turn around and run back, but you've already stretched your boundary. So is what I'm getting. So when you can do that within the subconscious, like in your dream, through that void, through that light that was guiding you, that means that can become part of your reality, because you don't have anything stopping you subconsciously. Now, remember, the subconscious is what actually runs our actions, our life, our thoughts for 90% of the time. So if your subconscious is saying that you're ready to run, I think that's amazing. So let me just pull a card on that one. I really feel like just to get a little, I'm just feeling that's what's coming through. Yes, that card. Yeah, interesting, because we got the Page of Cups. So it's bringing you a soft message. So it was fairly easy for you to run. So it's like you're getting your message, and it's an emotional message in a soft way. So it's not going to be like a hard lesson through your reality. You're already freed space up for yourself. And then we've got the Eight of Cups, and this is walking away from something into a new path, or into looking for something that's right for you. So that sort of makes sense, that you're actually looking for that something, new aspect, new path for yourself. So that's great. That's awesome.
I just want to touch on the falling part.
Yeah, sure.
Because falling can be, it may suggest a loss of control in a situation, or perhaps low energy. So maybe whatever path you've been going on, you've just depleted yourself of some energy. You're a little bit exhausted. Even though you weren't exhausted running, it's like you've just been running, go, 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 go. Now it's time to perhaps stop and rest, so that you can take control of that situation.
Yeah, or implement whatever it is that comes through in the new path. Perfect. I love that. Yeah. So, and falling too, Zan, remember, because, in this situation, you may have actually gone into the void, or into that realm, and falling is coming back into the body before you wake up. Sometimes we fall and we think, oh, what's happening? And then you might wake up, because that aspect has come back through into the body from those realms.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So,
is void in the book?
Have a look. I don't know. I haven't had a look there. So, Kibbo's on. Hi, Triggle. I love that.
Hi.
Put your dreams up, guys. Oh my gosh, any weird synchronistic experiences? I have been having synchronistic experiences out of the box. It's been crazy good. So if you've had any beautiful, weird things happen, like around timing or whatever, put it in there, because I love sharing that stuff as well. I think it's really uplifting, and it's really sort of makes you feel like, oh, this is going on everywhere. It's not just me. So beautiful. Okay.
No, void wasn't in the book, so
no, but I would take it as that place where we release, find our new aspect of self, create from. Yes. Okay, so shall we go on to the next one? You feel happy with that, Zan?
Okay. So, all right.
And guys, if you do get a chance, and something really resonates to you with the dreams that you've had, and then how it's been interpreted, and then something is going on for you, you can always pop that. I love to get feedback, so pop it in the notes or in the comments after the show if you can't watch it live. And it's really nice, and it gives us like, oh, okay, that's what that means, because everyone has their own way of looking at things as well, or their own subconscious messages. So
exactly, because at the end of the day, the message is for you, not for us.
Yeah.
We want to help you learn how to read your own messages.
And the other thing, though, is as well, a lot of us have archetypal, worldwide archetypes, which like that dark, that void, that road, that path. That's the same for everyone if you're experiencing that. So
Mhm.
in a way.
Yeah. Okay, so next dream. Traveling along a stream to coast with scientists. It was an ancient time and place, climbing giant boulders that I
I realised that,
realized
yeah.
were giant crabs. Okay, 10, 15 foot. Then giant pink sea coral. A scientist said the military base nearby had been doing experiments. We turned back as the water ahead was polluted. We passed some people made of stone and mud and lived in a cave. I said the word three times. Question: could this be a previous life, and what do the people represent? Okay,
So should we
well,
break it down from the beginning first? So because
yeah.
this is from Niobe Rose, so she has some great
Mhm.
dreams. Thank you. So what about that's it's funny because I was dreaming about scientists last night. I was one of the
Oh,
scientists.
yes,
So this is
yes.
really interesting. So
So scientists are researchers. They're
correct.
like healing,
Yeah.
really, aren't they?
Yeah. And
So
also
healing
it's
a
the
part of
rational
yourself.
intellectual self, student of life,
Yeah, okay.
also guidance, higher self, wisdom, search for knowledge. Wow. See, laboratory. I was in a laboratory, but no, she's not. She's out in the world. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so maybe this could be that those scientists could be an aspect of yourself that holds that knowledge and is looking for things. So
Yeah. And a stream being an emotional aspect because it's
yeah,
water.
yeah, and going to the
So
ocean. Yeah,
yeah, in an ancient time and place, climbing boulders, so getting over humps in life, getting over
true. Oh,
climbing mountains sort of thing, like it's almost like you've been going through an emotional journey, trying to figure everything out. You've got over all the humps because you've got over the boulders.
but also
And then,
crab. I'll just read crab
yeah,
because
please, please.
and when I pull the crab card from my beautiful animal magic cards, what I find is it's deep emotional heart opening.
Right.
But here it says crab, necessary to move ahead or problem solve in an indirect manner. So it's sort of like how crab goes sideways.
I was just about to
Um,
say, don't go sideways.
so, or you are now moving sideways rather than straight ahead. Your current or your current disposition could be crabby. But I feel, and sometimes too with these sort of dreams, I really feel that there have been worlds where we've had there's been giants. We've had giant
Mm,
crabs, we've had giant coral. So it's tapping into also what I'm getting for you is an aspect of that part of you from that has had that experience. That's what I'm feeling as well.
mm,
But if we bring
mm.
it back into what's happening for you now, I think you're
Yeah,
right, Sam, with that. So the
yeah.
boulders and getting over it and then having to, yeah, face the problems head
And it
on or
might be showing you this from a previous time so that it resonates properly with your soul, so that you
absolutely.
understand it, so that it's your archetype. It's what you know within you.
So
Yeah.
true. I love this.
So the
So
people, well, I
yeah.
mean, is, peace and serenity. And the number three, Trinity too, isn't it?
Well, Om is the earth, it's Gaia. When you do the Om
Right, yeah.
symbol,
Yeah.
it's Mother Earth. So the fact that these Om people are made of stones and mud, which is the earth, it's very
True,
grounding. Okay, so
true.
it's being connected to Mother Earth, and they lived in a cave. What is a cave? A cave is a place where we go to look at our stuff, to have some time out. Like men go into their man cave,
Man cave.
bats go into their bat
Mhm.
cave. We go into our
Yeah.
cave when we need to actually sit and contemplate, and look at what's going on internally. That's then
Mm.
causing whatever's going on around us. So that's how I see cave. So I don't know about you, Zan, but
Yeah, no, that's how I would see it as well, going
yes.
within.
So, and I'll just have a quick look. Cave is unconscious mind, unexplored parts of self. Great treasures lie within as you continue the adventure of self discovery. And you were certainly on that trip of self discovery through all that
Yeah.
amazing lands and things.
It's almost like it's a whole story, like you've been going
Mm.
through an emotional journey, and then you've climbed over all of the mountains and boulders, and you've got to the other side, and then there was some peace with Mother Earth, and then you've gone into your
Ah,
cave for reflection. It's
and
like
the
a whole
pink
story.
and the pink
Yes, the pink
coral.
is the
The
heart.
pink is the heart, and I'll see if
Which is
coral's
what the
in here as
crab
well.
was too, wasn't it?
Yeah, to me, crab is very much deep
Yeah.
emotional heart and being able to let go or, find out what your problem is, so the
Mm.
emotional block. So I'll just look up and see if they've got coral in here. Oh, they have. Surprise, surprise.
Ah, cool.
Okay, coral, beauty coming from the depths of the emotions. So this is all weaving together beautifully,
There you go.
Niobe. It's like that crab, the emotional, the water, as Zan said, the emotional, and you've really overcome with your scientist self, which is your knowledge, your wisdom, your guidance. You've really overcome some things, is what I'm getting. And there was a pollution up ahead, so you knew not to go there. You knew not to go
Yeah.
into that polluted emotional water. So I really
Mhm.
feel you've actually helped yourself from going into a hard place. I think you've done this work, and you're being shown that. And
Yeah.
and I feel when it's giant, it's a really big representation. So I don't know that it's another. It could have been another lifetime. I think, because there was lifetimes with giants, and that
Mm.
that you could, like as Zan said, you're probably using that as a way of awakening something within you.
Yeah.
I like
Understanding
that,
it.
Zan, that you've said that. So yeah. So wow. So thank you. And yeah, the on people definitely represent the earth. You being grounded, nurtured. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting. So
Yeah.
okay. So is there anything else with that? No. Okay, let's just have a look at
No.
Nick's dream. So now Nick Free, she's beautiful. She's always sending me beautiful dreams and beautiful stories. But Nick had I just wanted to say to Nick, really big hugs to her, as her mum just passed recently, and
Oh,
I'm just sending so much love to you, honey, because I know it's so. But both Zan and I have had our mums pass, and we know they're just
yeah,
such special people in our lives, aren't they? You only get one of those
absolutely.
babies, and yeah, so lots of love to
Irreplaceable.
you. I know.
Yeah.
So so just
Lots of
take
love,
care
Nick.
of yourself.
Yeah.
So but and the other thing is Nick sent in a dream, which is beautiful. But she also had a beautiful experience, because she said just went before her mum died, she had this big carpet snake that would come through, because in Australia carpet snakes aren't dangerous, but they can be really big. And she actually patted it. She was patting this snake,
Is
and
this
she
in the
was
dream or in real
no,
life?
this is real life. So Nick was saying her mum patted this snake. I know Zan. Look at Zan's horrified face. Zan is not a snake fan. We know that one. Uh-uh. I was like going, oh, that'd be amazing. I've held carpet snakes, and I've actually made them go to sleep on me. But yeah, so Nick, and then after her mum passed, Nick said that this carpet snake came through, and she got to pat it, and she was asking if that was actually her mum having, you know, signaling her or giving her symbols or
Yeah.
giving her a message. And I got straight away, yes, Nick, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is a beautiful thing. Animals are so open, they're so connected, that our
Mm.
beautiful souls, of our people we love, can use animals or work with animals to give us messages. So I would definitely say that was your mama giving that snake
And
a
can
little
I
nudge.
also say, because a lot of people ask the question to mediums and whatnot,
Yeah.
is that a message from such and such who has passed?
Mm.
My response to that is, if you're asking the question, why wouldn't it be?
Yes. Yeah. So you already
Right?
know at some level.
You already
Yeah.
know that it's from them, and you're questioning, is it or isn't it? Just take that you understand that this is from them,
Yeah.
trying to connect, say hello, I'm fine. Like, you know how some people talk about when I see a penny, or when I see a butterfly, or when I see birds, or
Feather, something.
yeah,
Yeah.
flowers, whatever. It is a representation of somebody who has passed trying to say hello. So just know that if you're asking the question, is this from you? The answer is pretty much yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to pull a beautiful animal magic card for Nick.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, just to see what message that we can get for her from the animals. Oh wow, how interesting. We've got the Sphinx come up. Now the Sphinx is all about mastership. It's all about your really tapping into your I'm getting a download here for you. Really tapping into your gifts and talents. And when we have someone like a mom or dad or someone close to us pass, what happens is there's this space. It's almost like you feel this new space around you, because it's like they're passing on to you their beautiful gifts and talents. And so what I feel for you, Nick, is you're going to actually find that over time you're going to actually, don't try and fill the space, just allow it to just be gently filled up. over time, because you'll be taking on some of those beautiful gifts that your mother had here on earth. And don't be surprised if you get little symptoms of it, because the Sphinx can be about electromagnetic symptoms that happen as well, like light body symptoms. So you might get a crackly knee, or you might get a sore thumb, or heart palpitations, whatever. That can happen as well. This is why I feel this card has come up, because you're definitely going to get some of those beautiful lineage gifts that your mum was holding, and I feel that you'll probably have some of those passed on to you. So that's why Sphinx has come up to you, honey. There you go.
Lovely.
Okay, so let's have a look at this dream, and it's called Party. So party, where it starts. Sam, can you see that?
Okay. Okay, so hosting a party to our newly completed house. A relaxed celebration, unknown reason. Lots of old and new friends. I saw champagne and cocktails and salmon appetizers. Things that stood out: a 7-year-old stepson, but a non-related student in real life, was having first aid on his knee after a spill. An unknown guest introduced as a hairdresser offering $5 haircuts in low income. I took someone who looked like Elvis, a brother or relative, and another known celebrity on a house tour, and pointed out our Super King waterbed. A friend who had passed over sitting in fluoro orange wet weather fishing gear I found similar to yellow ones.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot in that.
Big dream.
So party, celebration.
Celebration, yeah.
Yep. A newly completed house, a new aspect of yourself that is completed. Perhaps a journey has come to an end, which kind of makes sense if your mum has just passed.
Yeah.
It's almost like your mum is celebrating her new experience, her new way of being. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that as in celebrate her life, and celebrate that a new journey is beginning for her. Lots of new and old friends, so new and old aspects of yourself. Champagne, cocktails, and salmon appetizers. I see that as celebration in itself and rejoicing.
And salmon to me also is wisdom. So there's a combination of that as well in there too, and it's nurturing. So yeah.
Yep. So a 7-year-old stepson. What does the number 7 mean?
I'll look it up
again?
for you. You're doing beautifully. You keep going.
But non-related in real life. Having first aid on his knee. What is number 7?
Yeah, it's perfect. It's number 7 is mystical number marking beginnings and endings. Cyclic periods for growth and development. 7 chakras, 7 days to create the world, 7 heavens, and every 7 years is death and rebirth cycle. Wow.
There you go.
Perfect. So, and the stepson
Isn't that funny about the snake too? Because snakes shed their skin and start anew.
Yeah, they do. So snakes are
almost every season, like as in every year, once a year sort of thing.
That's
so
right.
that's interesting.
Yes,
I got
is.
goosebumps on that
Yeah,
one.
I know. I was getting some energy coming through with that too. It's a real sign. So
okay, so having first aid on the knee, so repairing. So what is a knee?
the knee is flexibility, able to move forward. I'll just I'll look it up. Okay, got to go through the alphabet in my head sometimes.
L-M-N-O-P.
L. Okay, I think I'm nearly there.
Now you got to do it again with the second letter.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Knee. Your support system needs to be more flexible. So if it's damaged, there could be some damage to the flexibility in the.
But it's being repaired because it's having first aid.
Yeah,
first
beautiful.
aid. So an unknown part of self is a hairdresser offering $5 haircut. So 5 is change.
It is.
Hairdresser. Now it depends on how long the hair is. Is hairdresser in the book or just
I'll have a look.
hair?
Probably I'll look up hair, but yeah, I feel it's an intuitive aspect. It's a continuation of our spiritual intuition and clairvoyance. That's how I've always seen hair, and protection as well. So let's just have a look.
Because it depends on how long the hair is as to the protection and growth.
Yeah, hair. Power flowing from the crown chakra or higher spiritual center. The longer the hair, the more power. Spot on, Zan. If body hair means protection and warmth, so no. So if you're dressing the hair, it means you're honoring. I feel you're really honoring and changing up to what feels better or looks better.
Celebrating
Yeah.
the new path.
Yep.
Okay, took someone like Elvis or a brother and an unknown celebrity. So celebrities in our dreams, including Elvis, are our guides. So it's almost like you've got this new house, this new part of yourself that you're showing your guides so that they can help you progress forward. That's how I see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Super King waterbed. Okay, so emotional part of your unconscious and consciousness, because a bed is the bridge between conscious and unconsciousness.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of makes sense with your mum passing too. This is an emotional time to have a different connection with somebody that you love so much, because it's about letting go, but yet wishing the best for them on their new journey, because they're about to embark on something different.
Yeah.
And then another friend who had passed over sitting in fluoro orange wet weather fishing gear. So
Okay,
you've
so
got a little
orange.
list.
Yeah. Orange is energy and peace. So that beautiful friend is telling you it's okay. You know, you're going to be supported. There's peace, you know, there's energy. But orange is also the creative aspect and the navel chakra, which is new births, again, new beginnings as well from that. So that's really beautiful. And fishing gear, you're fishing for wisdom, again, to me is coming through for the fishing. And you're catching food. So again, nurturing sustenance. So
fishing rod, tool for spiritual and emotional growth.
Beautiful.
Fishing for answers. There you go.
Perfect. So
what you seek lies within. Remember that.
Perfect. But also finding your similar yellow one. Yellow is the solar plexus chakra, which is your empowerment, which is it's also your ability to know how much you're worth. So I feel that that's going to help you to really enhance your self-worth even more. So what are you getting with that?
Yeah, no, I feel that all fits in, that sits right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Big dream. And big time. You know, you probably will find you have some pretty big dreams, Nick. So, and she's so beautiful. She said, love to you all, especially Marie, who's also supported along with Anne and Jasper of our dreams. Oh, that's so beautiful. And then do you want to read that one out?
Mum gifted me this time to share with my dream family today. I'm feeling light and clear and filled with love.
That's so beautiful. Because
that chokes me up even saying that out loud.
I know.
Oh, here we go. She's commented on the bottom.
Okay.
I've been doing so much work to develop my talents, and my mum is definitely involved. All your remarks were spot on. Thank you. Thanks, Nick. That's nice.
Well done, Nick. It's, you know,
gonna get me all teary.
I know. I can feel the emotion as well. And there's so much love in that emotion, though, as well as the grief. Like you said, it's like you know, you want the best for this person, but you've still got this.
I miss you.
Yeah. So
physically.
Yeah. Exactly. So. All right, so where are we up to? Let's have a little look, see what else has come through. Oh, got Kathleen B. Oh, let's have a look at your dreams.
All right. So, Nick also said, Mum says thank you too.
Oh,
you're welcome. Life-changing dream. 3 nights in a row. Okay, about 15 years ago, first night, someone at front door, my grandma, who has passed, said, don't open the door. Next time, same thing, but past husband warned me to be careful. This was a dream I had when I was 21. I dreamt of a snake bit on my left foot. It was so painful, it woke me up. And when I woke up, I was paralyzed on my left leg. I had to call out to my friend and sister for help. Took a while for my body to regain its control. Can help to interpret why I was bitten.
Oh, sorry, I missed one. Oh, no, hang on.
Yeah. Should I keep going? Because it seems like there's a couple of dreams here.
Oh, okay.
Or is it all...
Yeah, no. Yeah. Should we just start from the beginning?
Yeah. So 3 nights in a row, 15 years ago, someone at the front door. So
repetitive dreams are a message, definitely, like that you need to take awareness of or take notice of. So if someone's
looking
at
at
your
the
front
door.
door, well, your house is your where you live, it's your safe place. So someone at the front door means that there's something that's trying to get your attention, that wants to come in, wants to see you. So yeah, it's really interesting though, because I had a dream, Kathleen, as well. And I was about 20, but I was about 27. And I had a dream, someone actually came in my door and I thought I was awake and I was lying face down on my bed. And they came in through the house and I knew it was a man. I was going, why can't I move? And they were stabbing me in the back. But when I actually looked it up in this brand new book, The Women That Run with the Wolves, it said it's like an initiation's taking place. It's like this happens. So yeah, so that's interesting. That's just coming
Sorry,
into my mind.
I've just realised I read somebody else's dream instead of Kathleen's
Oh, okay.
continuation. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, because that was
I
Kibbo's. I was going, this is weird. I'm
yeah.
going into
I was
something
like, hang
different.
on, this
Sorry,
is a
guys.
totally different dream. Sorry about that.
Okay, so we got up to there, warned me to be careful. This is making more sense now.
Okay. Yes. Sorry about that. My fault. Next night, Mum, who has passed, was at my bedroom door. Someone was trying to push it in and she screamed, "Go away." I woke up terrified each time, grabbing a book of prayers and opened it to a prayer for children. Near me, scratching sounds and a very firm voice in my ear saying, "Go away, you are not welcome here." And I had a vision of angels lining the roof of my whole house, like 20 of them, fell asleep in peace.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Next morning, I woke up and let the cat
oh,
out, and there were white feathers in front of every door of my house. Oh my goodness.
I
I
am
got
just getting
goosies.
goosebumps everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
I even took pictures of them. Since then, I see white feathers and feel their presence.
I'm getting so many goosebumps,
So,
Kathleen. I did a healing yesterday, and when I finished, I looked and I went, "That's on the floor." For some reason, I need to put it up today for the show. I don't know why. It's going to sit next to Jasper.
oh my goodness.
There you go. This is confirmation that everything's synchronized, everything's connected. Why would I, for the first time ever I've done a show, I found a white feather on my floor, and I went, I have to pick this up and put it onto my bench, so I can, if for some reason. And this is the reason. You're the
Crazy.
reason. This is
Yes.
confirmation. You're not crazy. You're not.
No. Just
Wow.
put up the next part though, because
Oh, okay.
also
Yeah,
put
Kathleen.
also
Yep.
next
Okay.
day, my 14-year-old son told me he and his friend had been playing with a Ouija board and investigating demons on the internet.
Goosebumps.
So
Oh,
that's the "go away, you're not welcome here." Because that
that
was,
is,
I just didn't get that. I was like, why
yeah.
would that
Why would
happen? That
someone come
doesn't
in?
feel like it fits with this.
So this is a beautiful message to remind everyone, do not play with your Ouija boards. They are very low frequency. All it's doing is allowing in these astrally, emotionally damaged little things that just want to create some chaos and have some fun. So we
Mhm.
don't go there. We just always go through the higher self. So Kathleen, the fact that you were so protected is
Yes.
brilliant.
Yes.
Oh, that's just
Absolutely.
crazy. So
I would thank your angels
yeah,
for being there protecting you,
and your
and
husband
definitely your husband and
and
was
grandma.
it mother? Grandmother? Yep.
Grandma and mum, man, they look doing a good job
Yeah,
looking after you, honey.
yeah, and your
Yeah,
son too. They
yeah,
would have been
yeah,
looking after him
yeah, they
for
would have.
sure,
And the
for
angels, I
sure.
mean, honestly, the angels, I know they're real and they can manifest through with things like, oh, white feathers. This was yesterday. Why would I, had no idea that this dream was going to be put up today. And I've done that for myself in another lifetime. In that lifetime, my husband had gone missing, gone off to get some stuff for our bakery shop. It was in olden days. And there was this, I don't know if he's still alive. He never came back. And I was grieving for that here. And I was going, what is wrong with me? When I went in and looked at it, and then I got told she was in the church in that dream, an old church. So I went in and I got told to drop a white feather next to her. And she found it and she picked it up and she knew he'd left, he'd gone. I'm just getting goosebumps again. So these white feathers are really beautiful messages for us that we can
Mm,
really understand, and they can be brought through the ethers. Because I tell you, bringing things through the ethers, it's so real. I mean, I mean, I was telling
Yeah.
Zan, it's just amazing. I had a dream, not a dream. I was awake. I just had a sleep. I woke up, shut my eyes again, but I wasn't asleep. An etheric butterfly, it was this big, beautiful orange and black and white, came in, and it was like it was real. I could have touched it, and it landed on my heart, and it just sat there, and then it just gently took off again. The most real thing I think I've ever experienced, and it was
Wow.
etheric. So, but yours
Wow.
were
That's
real.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, and she's also made a comment, I
Oh,
had called on Archangel Michael, that part of the dream got lost.
okay, sweet.
So
So you had actually asked for help. This is the other thing. The angels are there ready and waiting for us. They want to help, but they need our permission because we have free will. So guys, if you need help with anything, call on your angels, bring through, let them come in and help you however they can. All right.
and
So
especially if you know that you're going through a tough time or you're going
yeah,
through a shift of some sort, every morning when you wake up, give them permission. Angels, please be with me today. Help me out. Give me symbols. Give me, whatever I need to know to keep me safe, to help me through my journey.
yeah.
Because then that gives them permission for the whole day to be there.
That's exactly right, Zan. So, and even if you're not in a hard place, just ask them to come in and bring
Yeah.
you beautiful, delightful messages, and you'll hear songs on radio, and your nature will bring you stuff. It's just beautiful. Why
Yeah.
not play? Yeah.
Have a good
So,
laugh.
yeah.
We actually have a
Oh,
thing I do with my boys. We always bring the angels in if we're going on a long road trip or doing something, or if they've helped
yeah.
us with something, we say thank you for protecting us and keeping us safe. And I said, well, what can we give back to the angels to say thank you, because we appreciate them being there. And their response was bacon and now eggs. So every time the angels help us, we say, thank you, angels, we give you bacon and eggs. And
So you have to cook it for them boys then.
thank goodness. So Kathleen B, thank you, angels, we give you bacon and eggs.
I love it. Oh, from the mouth of babes, hey? Yeah, love it. Pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
Dear. Actually, Kathleen B said, yes, I see them inside my car even. I told my friend about it.
Oh,
First day of her shop opening, there were a pile of white feathers at the front of her door.
I just can't believe
Can't
how many
make this stuff
goosebumps.
up,
You
right?
can't. No, that is so beautiful. So thanks,
Um,
Kathleen. That's why we love sharing
thank
these things
you.
because it helps people to learn. Look, it's ask for help. Ask for these beautiful angels to come in, and you will get some signs.
Yeah.
Like Kathleen, white feathers everywhere. So she's a white feather manifester of angels. I
That's
love
so
it.
cool. I
Thank
really
you for
like that.
sharing that.
Thanks for
That is
sharing
just
that.
amazing. So, so I love it. I love it's so uplifting, isn't it? Even talking
It
about
is.
angels and things like that, you can feel the joy. To me, I can just feel that connection, and yeah. So,
Yeah.
there you go. All right, let's go on to Kibber's dream.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Yes,
Okay.
that's
Sorry,
right.
Kibu, that we got it mixed up. Sorry about that. Okay, so this was a dream I had when I was 21. Dreamt of a snake bit my left foot. It was so painful, it woke me up. When I woke up, I was paralyzed on my left leg. I had to call out to my friend and my sister for help. Took a while for my body to regain its control. Can help to interpret why I was bitten. Okay, so snakes in any dream is about your kundalini, your energy within, your spine, your chakra system, your energy system. And they say when you get bitten by a snake in a dream, it's to do with that particular chakra. Now, there's no chakra in our foot, but I would take that as
Well,
grounding.
it's spot on. And there we've got our Earth Star chakra, which is 6 inches
True,
below our foot.
true,
So that's the
true.
connection into the grid lines and Earth and all of that. So can I read foot? Because I think that's
Yes,
an important
please,
part of it.
please.
Grounding and balance. So you're spot on, Zan. Nerve centers and reflex points are in the feet. Now, this is interesting because it went right up the leg and caused that
You're
paralysis.
paralyzed.
So,
Yeah.
vital to conducting energy, balancing, and healing the body. If injured on left, you are not allowing yourself to receive. If on the right, you are giving away too much energy without replenishing it. Washing the feet, no, it wasn't that. Barefoot shows that you are grounded and in touch with the earth. So, and to me, a snake is so powerful. I know Zan hates snake dreams, but she always gets them because then she remembers them. So when a snake's biting, for me, that is activating something. It's actually
Yeah.
clearing and activating something. So it's almost like for you, I feel it was actually activating that left aspect of you. So, Kibbo, are you very much a giver and maybe you don't tend to receive as easily? Because I know that people that give tend to find it difficult to receive help or whatever it is. And so that's what I feel this was about. Being paralyzed means you can't move forward until you
Mm.
actually can learn how to receive to get that balance, because it doesn't matter if it comes from the same person that you gave to or someone else. It's still a flow of life, this giving and receiving. I don't know. That's
Mhm.
what I'm getting. What are you getting,
Well,
Zan?
the fact that in real life you had to ask for your friend and your sister's help, you're actually asking for that help. Like, it's like that dream physically gave you the response to ask for help
Mm,
and allow something in.
there you go. You
So
had to receive
it,
help.
yeah, it gave you that ability to perhaps ask, and hopefully you've been able to do that a lot since then.
Yeah, it'd be great to get
Um,
some feedback, Kibbo, if you have actually started to feel more comfortable maybe with receiving help. So, I just,
mm,
yeah. So let us know. But that's a definite activation dream to help you to overcome your
yeah.
natural innate ability of being a giver and not a receiver.
And especially 21, like that
Yeah,
is normally like a big number, like a big sort of birthday. You're sort of coming into a different aspect of your life and a different awareness, um, not just perhaps emotionally or anything, but physiologically within the body.
yeah,
Things shift in our 20s to a point of a different sort of maturity and understanding. People can still have it in their teens, or they might not get it till their 30s, but this could have been like an awakening thing for you. So it'd be interesting to know if this was like a turning point for you that
yeah.
woke you up spiritually. Because I know for me, the snake dreams was what woke me up.
Fascinating, isn't it? They're very powerful. I know that.
Mm,
So yeah,
mm,
this was definitely there to help you, even though it felt like it wasn't when you were
hmm.
paralyzed. So
Yeah,
yeah, so it's a great dream. Thank you for sharing that one.
yeah,
And
thank
yeah, I'd
you.
love to know if something changed for you when you were 21, as Zan was saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's, okay. Where are we up to?
Um, well, Nick Free's written something. I'm just not
Oh,
sure if it was part of
here we go. Do you want
something
to read
else.
that out
So
for me?
I feel we're all blossoming together into a magnificent bouquet of mixed colourful flowers. Great connection. Snakes, feathers, goosebumps too, especially with angels.
And can I just say, Zan had to change her top today. Zan, can you show what's on that beautiful overcoat of yours? It's colourful flowers. Look at that. And you had to change
Uh,
it because the other one was too
had to
hot for
take
you.
off.
The thick
Yep,
heavy
my
one
black.
and put
Yep.
on the colourful flowers. So that's beautiful.
And we
Yeah.
both got the purple memo too,
Yes,
so
we got
that's
the
good.
purple memo today. So yeah. But oh, thanks, Nick. And it's so true. And this is why I love doing these shows. It's just you guys are just amazing. You rock, and it just helps us to all expand our consciousness together and have fun with it. That's what. And when
Yeah.
I tune in and I ask God, well, what do you want me to do, God? What is it you'd like me to? How can I be of service? Just have fun, Marie. Be happy, Marie.
Mm.
Oh, I'm allowed to just be happy. Okay. So, and this to me brings me so much joy, is just hanging out with really cool dudes like you lot and that are
Yeah.
awake and aware and connected
Yeah.
and wanting to grow. We all just want to grow, don't we?
It's great.
So
I love it.
yeah, it
I love
is.
it.
So
Nick Free has
so
written
yeah,
something else there.
yeah.
Walked into a forest last night and was surrounded
Oh,
by first fireflies of the season. Being in the now is the
wow.
best way to connect. Ah,
It's
what a
so
lovely
beautiful.
way for your mum to say hi too.
Again, through nature, and because you live in that beautiful sort of natural environment, Nick, um, I would actually ask for a lot of your messages through nature, because fireflies are
Mm,
magic. I don't know if anyone else here on the chat has experienced fireflies. My friend actually surprised me when I lived up at Mount Tambourine, because there's fireflies up there in the forest. She lived right on the forest, so she invited me over for an afternoon glass of wine, and she said, "But when it starts to get dark, I want you to shut. I'm going to blindfold you." So she did. And then she said, "Okay, now," and it had got really dark within a few minutes of me being blindfolded. She took the blindfold off, and there were these lights. I thought they were fairies. They were just everywhere, all around me. If you stand still, they'll come up to you as well. And they were fireflies, and I'd never seen them before. It was like one of the most magical moments of my life. It was beautiful.
that's
So,
beautiful.
yeah. So there. So thank you for sharing that, and just enjoy that nature connection. Your mum will be able to easily work through nature for you, Nick.
Yeah.
So, and
Beautiful.
Kibo's got a comment here.
Yeah, so Marie, you are right. I am a giver and not a very good receiver. My friend had repeatedly told me when praises are given to me, I should say thank you instead of saying I don't deserve the credit. Wise
Beautiful.
friend. Wise
Wise
friend.
friend. And Kibu, I used to have this problem too. If people gave me compliments or said, "Oh wow, that was lovely, thank you," what about? I just find it really hard to accept. And so, someone told me once, well, I read somewhere, why don't you just give it to God then until you're ready to receive it, until your ego is ready to receive it? Why don't you just give it to God? So I used to go, oh, thank you. And I'd just pass it straight through to God until my self-esteem and my self-confidence was enough to actually go, oh, wow, thanks, and really know it and feel it and mean it within myself. So just if you're not quite ready, still accept it and say thank you and give it to God. Because when someone's giving you credit or someone's saying something beautiful to you about you, to actually reject it, it takes energy for them then to repeat it and to try and get you to take it. And that's really draining on the other person. So if you can see it like that, that might change how your perception is of receiving compliments or receiving something for you.
And I remember going through a period where I had a lot of trouble asking for help or accepting help. And so I gave myself little challenges to the point when and this is like really little, but it was big for me to do. I'm at the shops and I can't reach something on the top shelf, which doesn't happen very often because I'm quite tall. But I would ask somebody to help me get it down. Or I can't reach that. Would you mind getting that for me? Something just that you wouldn't really think is a huge thing. But for me, I
It was
couldn't
massive.
ask for help. I can do that. That's fine. I can do it myself. It's all good. But just opening up and allowing someone else to help me was really, really big. And it has changed, like my whole life has shifted so much just from doing little things like that.
Oh,
So
I agree. And I've watched it. I've watched Sam change because we've known each other for years, like 15, 16, 17 years or something. And I've watched her whole world expand since you've taken those little steps, just step at a time, to be more balanced around that giving, receiving, allowing, all of that. So, yeah, and it's amazing. It's amazing, isn't it, how our life, our external life can change when we change internally.
Exactly.
So that's a beautiful example. So, this is beautiful. This is from Nick. So,
I'm now brimming with joy, so uplifted. Yay, great times. My mother was a fairy, elf-like.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that's
Really
what the fireflies reminded me of, was those beautiful fairies. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Kathleen B said, lovely. I feel like I found my people here. Not many of my family see the messages and the magic in this world. Yeah.
And
It
sometimes
does
we
feel
have
like a
to,
family, this
it's a
group.
soul family. And sometimes you've got to
Yeah.
find them, even if we live across the world. We can do it nowadays with this brilliant thing
can.
called the internet. So,
Yay.
and so, yeah. So and I feel the same, and I'm sure you do too, Zan. And it's just beautiful having people
I
that have
really
got,
enjoy this.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Fun to
uplifting,
connect with you all. It's good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and Kibu wanted to say something too
Oh,
there.
yeah, sorry. And Zan, you're also right. A lot of things happened starting that from that point on, especially spiritually, I started to shift dramatically. Yeah. I'm
Perfect.
not surprised. Yeah.
Snakes, powerful man,
Yeah.
bang, Kundalini,
Yes.
chung, straight up. Open up that third eye, open up that crown. Yeah.
She's actually written Kibu has written something else down the bottom. Yes, she repeated 3 times to tell me to say thank you for the praises. Only then I started to say thank you. Yes, my boss told me to ask for help when I'm overwhelmed. I'm working on this, I promise.
That's great.
Always a work in progress. As long as you take it from that aspect, everybody's learning.
And,
Everybody.
it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. What it
No.
means is that you're just learning. And do you know what? It's sometimes easier to learn how to go from being a giver to receiving, because people that can't give, oh my God, it's so hard when they go from being a taker and try and learn how to be a giver and generous. Yeah, I think people probably do find that a lot harder. So, so just know that you have a beautiful gift, but you need to receive the gifts to replenish yourself as well. So, but and Kathleen B. And we'll probably tend to attract people on here that are givers. It's just how it works. So
Yep. So Kathleen B, me too. I'm a giver and was told that by not taking the credit, I was robbing the other person of giving thanks.
yeah, exactly.
Very
You're
true.
stopping that flow. You're stopping that flow
Yes.
of giving and receiving, and that creates distortion. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's so beautiful. What a great thing for us to be talking about. So
Yeah, that's
so
right.
maybe this week all of you can really notice, how do you receive thanks? How do you receive gifts? How do you receive money? How do you receive? How do you feel? What happens
Mm,
internally for you when, something happens and you almost go like, "Oh no, I don't want it." To breathe, take a breath. Thank you. That's beautiful. I'm really grateful, because then what you're doing is you're telling the universe, yes, I can accept even bigger and better things in my life. So our words are so powerful.
that's
So there
right.
you go.
Thank you
So
to everybody on here for being a part of it. I know we've sort of come up to our
we've got to
time.
go. Yes,
Yeah,
yep.
but
So
thank you everybody for being a part. Today was really beautiful
really
and sending lots of
beautiful.
love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and keep sending in your emails with your dreams if you can't to iam@magicmarie.com, and put your feedback in, and yeah, love you all, and we will see you next week.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.